So this is going to be a controversial video. Now, I wanted to do the kind of first look / review of the new road plates. A little bit different to how I would usually do a video, where I would usually kind of have the set, build it, have a quick look at it, and then kind of give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the set. This I'm going to do as pretty much I'm just going to open it right now, show you what's inside. You can see my first initial thoughts of these plates, whether I think they look cool or not. And then I've also put a diner here, a modular building, so you can kind of see what it would look like next to a kind of modular building as well, because then that's what most people are kind of looking at this, especially from like the AFOL community, more than like the smaller 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 creator sets or any of those smaller buildings. So let's get it open and see what's inside. And these are $17.99, which is obviously quite expensive, especially when you're comparing it to the old road plates, which was like £10 for 2. So this is a lot more expensive than that. But you do get more than just the road plates. So here's the main chunker changer, which is the actual road plates themselves. So let's open this up and see what we get inside. So you get one pedestrian crossing, which is a 16x8 by the looks of it. So it's like a quarter base plate-ish. And then a 16x16 of the road plates, which is what they look like. So you get 4 of them. So technically you get 4, which is 2 lengths of a normal base plate, but they're obviously half the size. And this is what they look like. So a lot of people were thinking that these might be great for parts because they thought that these were all going to be separate sections. They're not. They are one solid piece that you then add things onto, which is what the other packs are. So, okay, so initial thoughts are you get quite a few of these little green plates, which is quite cool to see, and some more of these ones as well. Don't know how I would be using these, potentially maybe with the mill system if I'm going to be doing that. I'm not too sure. These things are the ones that I think are a waste of money for this set, because basically what these do is you clip them on the side and it allows you to kind of angle it down if you were like just having it on your carpet or something, which is obviously what is great for kids. But for me, it's a bit annoying because you don't really want to use these because you want to kind of connect them all up. I'll probably use them maybe in some other areas. I might have to rethink it. It could be maybe used for like bumps over train tracks, which could be quite nice. I'll have to see if I can use them for that. Now, these are the speed bumps that you're supposed to put in, so you can clip those on like that, which is pretty nice to see. Then it goes onto the plate. That's pretty cool. And the only concern I have with this plate here is that this is like a half plate, so it's going to get like a quarter plate actually, so it's going to get really complicated if you're trying to do it on like a 32 structure, like a stud structure, which is, yeah, can get quite complicated if you got these, and we haven't got any other ones to go with it, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm hoping maybe with the other sets of the Lego City ones that are coming out, we may get some more ones like this that don't have the pedestrian section on, or sadly we're gonna have to like get some nail varnish or something, to like nail polish remover to remove these white lines so that we can have them spaced out, which is a little bit annoying. So what I'm going to do is now I'm actually going to speed through this and build all this stuff, so I'll show you. Like I said, once this is completely live so you can see my complete initial thoughts on these road plates. So I'm going to build these really quickly, looking at this instruction booklet over here, then you can see how it all connects together and we can look at ways in which we can actually use this. Okay, so I have all the pieces built so you can see exactly what comes in the set. So you get 2 signs. One of them is a 50-mile-per-hour sign, which is pretty cool, 50 kilometers an hour, whichever way you want to do it. And you get a pedestrian crossing sign as well, which is pretty cool. Would have been nice to have got more signs, but you know, they have to obviously package in as much as possible for the $17.99. We also get 2 traffic lights, which these are very, very similar, if not the exact same build as the ones that we had in the extras pack. And then we have 2 of these new light systems, which have basically the white piece there is a glow-in-the-dark piece, and then the top is a printed solar panel, which is pretty cool. And then you just have a couple of trees and plant sections to add on the sides if you want to. So other than that, then it's basically up to you to kind of display this however you want. So basically what you do is you put the 2x4 with the printer tiles in the middle here, and then you put the other ones on the side to create clips to each other like so. And then the ones on the side, if you don't want anything there, then you can use the 1x4s to clean that up. So you've got a nice clean edge like that. Or you can then clip on by using one of these overhanging, and then you clip on, you know, like you do with the grass pieces like so. So, as you can see here, I made my first mistake with these because I've just been building it without really looking at the instruction manual. And you can see that here, where you would do the crossroads, the walkway, you're supposed to put these because it's like supposed to be, you know, sleeping policemen so people don't drive past. However, I put the tiles in instead. And this is the cool way to show you actually how you remove these tiles for future use. Underneath they have holes. You see how this one has holes? So you can't actually get this out. It's really hard to get out. So to actually remove these ones in the middle, you have to do something like one of these pieces here and then prod through the bottom through those holes, and you should be able to pop them out like so. And you don't get any spare of these grey ones, which is a little bit annoying. It would be nice if had spares so you could maybe trial it out different ways, but it doesn't allow you to do that. So this is kind of the road system. You're getting, basically that is one road plate. So you're getting 1, 2.5 road plates if they were half the width, if that makes any sense. So this is where you decide, is this worth it? Because obviously $17.99, this is almost double the price for kind of half the amount of stuff. So I'll show you, for example, how big these are if I actually remove these plates over here. So as you can see, the diner fits exactly between 2 of these new road plates. And then this is the weird one, which is what I was talking about, which is a bit of a strange one. Okay, so here's the car that actually comes with the diner, and it fits absolutely fine in that road. So yeah, the 8 studs probably wouldn't fit very well, but the normal cars do fit absolutely fine. So there's no issues there at all. And the road itself is obviously one plate higher, so like I said, you would have to maybe raise up these if you wanted to, but you know, it looks pretty decent. It actually doesn't even look that bad, to be honest, even without raising up the city. So if you wanted to just get these for now and then slowly raise them over time, I think that's absolutely fine to do that as well. Obviously, if you don't want to have it this thin and you want to have it a 32 by 32, which is what the old road plates are, you can do that with these base plates. Obviously, it's just going to cost a lot more money, but all you have to do is that this whole actual $17.99 pack would be considered just one road plate, which is where it gets very expensive. So as you can see like that, you can now create a bigger road. Now this means that you can have the bigger cars going down, because obviously this now dwarfs the size of this car. So if you want to use your Speed Champions vehicles, you could easily fit those onto this now, because basically the old base plates actually had tiling down the sides, you know, the pavements, which you don't have. So this is actually an even wider road system now than what we ever had before. Now, issues I've seen with this now I have the set is the fact that it doesn't come with enough of the 2x4 tiles to actually finish off having this, which is really, really annoying, because if you did want to do this, it would still cost you $17.99 for basically one 32 by 32 plate, which is pretty crazy, and you don't even have enough tiles to actually finish it off. This probably isn't what LEGO's wanting you to do with these road systems. And here finally is kind of what it looks like if you had a building each side. So you are obviously going to have a much narrower space than the old road systems. Because obviously this is an old road base plate, so you would have the path going much wider, and the road is slightly narrower than what you had before, but it's not actually as narrow as you actually would think it would be, because like I said, a lot of this is custom tiling you have to do on the sides to make the pavements even bigger, whereas obviously you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of a narrower pavement, but you gain a lot more in terms of the amount of modulars you can have on the width of a table. So it really is a pros and cons scenario. This is definitely not better than the old road plates, but I don't necessarily think it's worse either. So we're really interested to know in the comments down below if you're going to be adopting the new system. If you're not, you're going to be keeping the old one. I kind of get both reasons of why people would want to use these and the old ones. I think I might start using these ones, but I'm definitely going to wait for a little bit of a sale, because I think they are really, really expensive if you're going to be doing it on quite a significantly sized Lego city. But I think I'm going to plan them around just being a 16 wide road to see how many modulars and extra buildings I can fit in, because at the end of the day, more buildings is cooler than having wider roads. So that's kind of the trade-off that I think I'm going to be having with my Lego city. But anyways, if you liked the video, how about a like? If you absolutely loved it, then how about a subscribe? And as always, have an absolute awesome day. I'm really surprised at how well these ones actually fit on this road plate, because like the new ones look really, really weird, like they've gone even narrower, but it seems to fit fine with like a 6 wide car. So I'm pretty happy with that actually. Really, really surprised at how good it actually looks.